Wasi say there be amoma NCC akwanya no na one omanfo no be hia na ohun asede na onso so atimi atu hu anamo ansa na mekasa na mede na ase kese ani nchia beko ama my regional director acting Madam Margaret Konama yo yaka say accountability a we dey fambra layman's understanding say odi dwumadi a show binsa na hold this nipakora di dwumadi na hye nensa no responsible for the actions any actions say bi ati hey odi dwumadi a hye mensa say menye dwumadi bi wo ho kwan say obebusa me say dwumadi a wo de hye mensa no mimbebu hu akonta enkyerɛw say bi dwumadi no say na kɔɔye anyifa na akoduru ana so say de na me di say dwumadi no say yesikasem say your resources ade amame no de na metimi di aye nti basically you can say public and also who do be accountability I don't know any sa en check entiase no
na ekoso wo memu
ekoso pa
what forms na yetimi holding penifo
yo unse answer na obeka say who hold you be public and I say who hold you be accountable for any actions no nyoma miensa bi also wo hwe the edi kan who to account if I say me the Jewish assembly ebeye mfato for instance oko assembly settings na and I say oko state owned organizations na you guys who to account na no ya accountability framework no panya oda dwumadi no anase dwumakuo na no e na o say o pedibi afri no ho a o say okɔ ne ho assembly ho ni say coordinating director and da technocrat anase abanjuma fo ho nyina ano enti se ebe hwa unse bibia na ye ya coordinating director and akwakoye account for and biom what to account for
enti mpacho say okɔ assembly na o pebia onko DC ho
unko DC ho kra na obe coordinating director because DC you know there ono no ye only see omanpani anamu ewo ho a o champion the policies and programs of the kind of government no enti coordinating director na ye chief kind of administrator our assembly ho enti o pe bibia efa assembly ni ntoto ye ne ade a ono ni the best person a obetimi akono ho enti ya hwa nyandu ho de ba unze bibia omko public accounts committee na mostly coordinating directors no ni MFO ni other technocrat one na edi animu ekako answer some of the questions
exceptions be o man because we share a drug case here ban say ya more coordinating director din name MCE and they are holding a responsible
a drug there no security issues and oko assembly ho no so DISEC and I say music no MCE ni the head of the security in the municipal assembly enti bibia ba security
police commander deputy and
that's right omunyina all the security e bia wa assembly ho no and I say what constituent and I say one person so no MCE ni the head just as the regional minister also here RESEC regional security head or assembly to all the nyina report to the MCE enti na kwaye sa no enti me sa to aso no you can say what to account for number one you who to account and then no matter say head or institution no say be about NCC ya your madam ene kwakọ account for whatever say me ti hey say be me di dwumade bi they will not call me say be my head ena e be frɛ no enti ene na who to account for
njansa na head no so ebe ba also say be mesoma say call Garden City TV
yes
also the reporter
yes me be call me regional director I'm regional director so the call enti we say a chain of command sa na akoye and now what to account for no say o account for your stewardship say be a this car amount say be a the resources amount say o account for no o de mra adwuma say be a compliance with the law fa mra hye bia fa say adwumadi ade ma no o de mra kwa so de adwumadi na na ena biom say adwumadi ne ade hye won sa no wa mmɔ aban ne ka that is a value for money one bo aban ne ka say bia e dwumadi ahye wonsa say kosi dan ana say udwumadi na wudi no as a head of the institution no wanye onwumadi basa at the end of the day na de ka kese ebebre aban no eno no na biom de twato say wo de good financial practices ebegu akwan mu financial practices and say policies ebegu akwan mu na de champion wadwuma ye de share wonsa no aha na de twato okra no so no where to account eno no na timamufo ne bam say bia you have to account to the public bia if you are court gravity me aka say be account for your wadwumadi ye de share wonsa wetimi aka say bia parliament and I say the auditor general wetimi aka say fa onkrata ne wadwumadi ye de ama nyina no ahonku akuntabuo fa beto anim no hwehwe mu enti se public no ebe nya sa anyoma we nyina na ebeboa ama say bia ye de wadwumadi bi hye panyi bi nsa obehu nyoma obebusa afi dwumara so obehu anamo obetu na wetimi edia akosike the right kind of information free sa ministry and I say asua odi dwumadie no nti sa anyoma we na say omanfo no ehuna ebetimi aboa ama yetimi anya good accountability and I say good public accountability.
All right, not just in seeking for accountability, no. Public also play very
important role.
Important role meaning say he play in a year. And see young shay say and to me accounting for their actions and inactions.
That's right.
And for so being and a woman or man.
Yo who say number one a bois it depend the culture of transparency. Say a bois ma nyomo ye pefe say be edi nwedi ahye wonsa why adwumadi no in such a way say why ni ye wa biebie onkrata mu panyi wo say wo ya de na wusura je say wo katakata so ba we ne san say uni ade bia asie no ntino wa bie wonwoma mu enti aboa depend the culture of transparency and a biom esan depend the culture of democracy esan say enye nipa ba kope bi na wanya access to information what be what come we say obia kabi mami kabi amamu obia ntimi fa na adwen emra so aboa enti na ehwe local government you know say a participatory democracy so say you involve the public now they are champion wajuma enti waboa ma democracy no so adihini na ebiom esan aboa ma panyin na odi dwumadie na say obi e de adwumadie ahye ne nsa no or an ejuma with high level of excellence or an ejuma na onye ni biare bi gonim say at the end of the day no yebebu sane say mebu akonta enti wo ye ejuma biara na ebi ho na bebu akonta na ebe den enti wo be display high level of excellence and ebiom o san be je ejuma no with higher level of integrity ezan say wonim say wo ye ni biara wo begu ankasa wo hu fin wo begu ejuma no ehu fin enti who here adwuma with high level of integrity. NCC say what three core values: integrity, presence, and independence. So me tie also make sure say adwumadi amidi no me di with high level of integrity. So me nkoye me nyoma basa me ye wia no akogina obi anim say onye omamba pa me kai me gina ba bi adidi obi ata na say me di adwumadi ani basa unya akugudo no kran kogina ba bi nka say obi enye omamba pa. So enti high level of integrity, professionalism, udi gu akwema no so bua ma utimi eyesa adwumadie no. Na ebiom efficiency. Se panyin na adwumadie na hye ne nsa no, oye adwuma na onim se resources no obebo ho ban. Onye no se bia eta ho enti okoye digwa na asa okoye ade okoye procurement bi kra na onim se sika na ta ho nti no onko bargain ni obe 5000 okay yenye ne sa na yenko but onim se there is another person somewhere watching that individual until or yeah adwumadi na obe say efficiency ebe yeah adwuma and they try to responsibility and also boa am obi aya responsible e won adwuma mu say wadwuma no time a ode call adwuma so ode call ye discussion so also we ni ye say ebia oni nipa ekasa da ne da na onim say obi hwe oni na say obebu ho akonta ni on kasa anyhow nchire obia ana say discussion on say onni ska no enye ska ne basa oboya responsible e wo dwumadi a wodi no ndi sa anyoma we nyina no ye ka say public accountability ne say ye ayeni ye pa nke betimi aboa ama nyoma we nyina a display
ye ayeni ye a nke beboa pa
yes
nti say the kind to be enye ni ye
who say ekro efie bi amensa wo so but on the field so but dodo na ayeni ye ba kakra na aka no ene e besere say omo so moa na omo fa nyoma ni ngu akwan mu na ntimi moa na sa nyoma we nyina endedi
okay nti say oye openi na ye froze bibu akonta na ye wadwen say wo ma ne open na abeya sa openi ne yenye ne de
uze asotwe bebre wo ho asotwe bebre wo ho so obehwa ene na ya dodo na pressure group any media any other can I say state owned and I say other civil society groups raise amo sorry no se bia panyi wo yo nyoma basa ya to nsa afro e bia me aka sa metimi aba onim o maba asoye matese bia sei na eko one free me apa mo free ho when I go to radio station we go to radio station am aba achi me kan me so me wo me fact me wo all the relevant document am metimi ya back me claim ma go to radio station ma aba achi me bo achi ni dia ne entempa na obe tumika ababe answer so aha enti ekwan bebre ho no ma ebetimi ede atwe sa empanyiwa na se ebetimi a display ama amanfo aye accountability no ama display public accountability no
enti sa accountability your cost will be abanjuma mu ko ana se bebia
oze abanjuma no na ankra adwuma no oze obi ka se odene ho enti sometimes I who ne match there but mostly a display of public sector and as a civil servant who na you ne kese pa because ankran say o koji bi wono kro be ka say o master I'm not can I say maybe an shame say me this ade we emma
but hokra no private ebia uba enwuma mpa the private crown is accountability because also with your tax ubu akonta kire na abayes mi agene to efim ho eti ye hono mpo na maybe ankrankran ndwuma me na be ma de no untimi nya ne wo pe
yes especially limited liability ones
that's right
limited liability ones how dem mra kwan abie na dwuma no na me kan ebia ma tem adwuma kakra bi wo am bojo bi so na akubisa accountability about limit banks here e for instance here unse na banks are well structured nti aban ni bama eyeye e kan say adere dey no omanfo na so na ebe you can say side effect no ebe ko on so nti and it cuts everywhere
that's right nti send okay who holding people to account for the year baby o ho na akwakoye insensempi especially sometimes we are sorry now we call it for accountability won't nya mesomase wakoye bonsam wa so dem na say na wakoye bonsam wa so dem na o pa kontabu edewe no so na yesu nya me wo de ye say first can bra de be nya wasem ya kika sansem we nyina acho na akwa bibi o all right mama Constance Abankwa akwaba CC swami
yesu adom me ho ye pa
nyame ase enti yehwe how the citizens role of citizens in seeking or promoting accountability to society menu edika ka civil society form the pressure to but yehwe citizens ankrankre eni kunyina kwan best na be fa yebetimi hold our leaders accountable.
That's a pa mini abema mini abema nso a odi kai ase tike no kwasem ni ankrankro bia esese yetimedi ye ho hye amamuo emu ne ka no citizen participation no na sa citizen participation no se wankasa wanye accountable to oman no any dwumadie kakra ye de ahya wonsa ya na de say ube expect accountability every obi ho enti ne edi kan ewo ye amanfo ho ene se esese ye ni ankasa ye hu se ye wo chefa ewa amamuo no emu na amamuo na ye wo chefa wo mu no esese ye ni ankasa ye accountable to ourselves ye hu se emra no ye chefa wo mu no ye de ye adwuma na wode ye adwuma eno kura beboa wa ma wani ada ho ama wahuni ni ono nso sabi onye na adwuma ye no wa call for accountability empempi ni ya ne de ye ne ebu mpanifo ya wonum ewo ye de tumi asa wo msa of course once a public ne de power asa wonsa no esese pani bia hu sa na obi a ye de dwumadi asa ne se hu se or you accountable to nipa de to me no share nsa no but me as an individual no say me accountable to myself and na fe on mine no masedie kakra say me ye no mitimi ye ne ye ne sa say ye hwe say ye wonu ma eto abama awo mo efiri assembly man so e de ba MP so e de ko president so any aban nyuma ni nyina no kwan ya be fa so ne say ye hwe say adwuma esese wa mo ye no wa mo ye na wa mo ye no ne kwan so ehu sikasem say na esiiko enti citizen bia na naso o mamba bia no wo ye ofam dia esese o ma wani nso da na wo hwe say adwuma anye say oto abawie a na sabi wakoda sese ye hwe say MP adwuma ne say oh ye assembly member na adwuma ne say oh ye na ye de akọ esoro ansa na afa ye de amai aban nyuma mu say NCC say ye adwuma as an institution wo mo adwuma ne say na wo mo ye akandie ben na wo mo hia mpempi no timamfo no dodo na enye sa ehwehwemu no e ba sa wo ye nkyerɛkyerɛ so kra wo mo fa wo mo aso enkoso entie enhu se ye ka sa adwuma we ye adwuma ko we wo mo adwuma ni nti we na sasa wo mo ye akade we ni wo mo hia ye ne sa ne ma ye ni edi ne ma ete sa echi a as citizens no ye betimi ago do
ampa say every manager bia no or manage 4 M's every manager bia no manage nipa which is man or manage money which is sika or manage machines a ye de adwuma infidie de enwuma no then or manage materials and normal machines no de be ye adwuma until every manager manages 4 M's but say na wo kan no bebre na materials de be ye adwuma nkra yihia but the bia accountability baby so very very important NCC for nkonkwa sempa no chechire mu akade be na mo de be ye adwuma no
sa pepepe
o se etimi busa
sa
na ye de mamu wie na afa adwuma no mu ntimi nye ne ye a yetimi hold mu
sa pepepe
accountable but minim enra me hu message bi minim say NCC for na mo compile sa message na o say interesting situation in Ghana me the way but because say mo church accountability mo no it starts with the individual
yes
so want me anya wo no me ya ntimi account for yourself how do you even hold somebody accountable what's number 1 the lecturer who insists on having sex before a young lady can pass complains about the rot in Ghana. Number 2, the rich man who pays his driver 300 Ghana cedis a month while he pays tens of thousands of dollars for his son to school in the US complains about hopelessness in Ghana. Number 3, the trader who unseals and removes a few bowls from a bag of rice, rebacks it and sells it as a full bag, dares to complain about wickedness in Ghana. Number 4, the provision store owner who alters the expiry date on his products and sells them to unsuspecting customers complains loudly about corruption. The civil servant who comes to work late regularly and does not bother with being productive or adding any value to his or her work, yet always shows up to receive his or her salary at the end of the month is complaining about politicians who do nothing. The student who spends his weekends partying and posting Instagram pictures of his or her enjoyment on Monday is complaining Ghana is stealing his or her dreams. The driver who refuses to join the queue in traffic but darts and shunts dangerously in and out of traffic is complaining about disorderliness in Ghana. The security forces and those charged with enforcing the law, but rather see their jobs as an opportunity to collect bribes, are complaining about greedy politicians enriching themselves. Doctors and nurses on government payroll in public hospitals who uncurrently abandon patients on the floors but work effectively and thrive in private hospitals complain how hopeless the situation or the system is in Ghana and how much it needs to be fixed. The person who scams others on Facebook through lies to extort money has the affront to complain about corruption in the society. The last one, the person with the Bible who preaches about love, humility, faithfulness, the need to encourage each other, and he or she is rather filled with hatred, jealousy, pride, bringing others down and full of infidelity. What impact can you make with the Bible, whereas your lifestyle is different from what you preach? Until we all realize that the total value of what Ghana is today is the result of the total sum average of the individual value of Ghanaians, we will keep shifting blames to the people at the helm of affairs, and nothing will change for the better. So be the change you want to see. Mona mo compare yana. Sound like SCC for and
somebody in a
dictator. But what does it speak to us?
Well, Pacho, it speaks a lot. I can't say na my young say you can't send your man koye na ye here say you bu unkonta obi antimi nye ne ho emfiri mu obi a accountable to say obi anyone mo ye beyond accountability say media me boro so say mi mu nkonta na say ni ameye no me responsible to obi say ye hwe say ni write up no chire mu na mpempi ni ye jai criticize a lot but na ye de ne de asa ye hu afiri mu but say ye pagan na kankro na ye ka bi ma menka bi amamu no bekosra e se ye nyina ye gitum se ye wo chefa eba enkwentabuo mu a na enkwentabuo ni amamuo pa eko enene nenam ni nyina so baako eno no ye ka amamuo papa na amamuo papa nso na di mpuntu eba ye ka good governance na ye ka development enso asem enti participation and I say ye responsible ama ye ndwumedie bia ye die say doctor ye ne die nurse ye ne die teacher ye ne die civic educator ye ne die driver ye ne die obia ye ne na dwuma ne kwanso ne kwanso a in total and I say in totality no I just say ye nyina ye boa amamuo papa na ye nyina ye boa amamuo papa no na di mpuntu ene deba enti right up no nipa troye no no kwasem ni eye no krepa se obia wo chefa tie ni kwasa memetena akire na me expect say media nya na dwuma na me as a civic educator ne de meyi me hu afiri mu so ana so say me profession na madwuma me even market woman ana say market woman ana wonu mo eye bodua kra wo munya dey accountable we shall write up no say why some changes bi e wo ni konko no mu mi wa obi anu wa jai
a bit me the paper e she konko na se na abasuru nti ode mo kakra bi ana say gari kakra
na one cup na ye ma bi kra twa kane no na wo mutimi bo ase enso say no nim say odane a ubehu nti wo mutwa so ni asan de chance na bi atoso nti enye normal konko one cup na ukota rice a ujidi se obenya no nye no na obenya so but onu wi a na wajai na waba beka se obi adwuma de onye ne yie miwa ono no wanye accountable wanye due diligence we na adwuma oye wanye faithful enti no kwasem ni ye society no se ye nyina ye gitum se esese yetimi eye nsachiraye ewo ye nnwumadie mu ne ye hwe se ebiribia no public no ye be accountable to them.
All right.
Said the all can NCC there or be at the can say civic education, a shared responsibility. Say what Facebook, church on yoma, or ton yoma now the cadabulin and some ebamono. Or say, okay, say, what attitude no, and I say, we are disciplined. Answer crowd, Jana baby, I could demand it, so be a mebua contano. Mr. Say, am I disciplined? Minjuma me yena me discipline.
Na kobane sa de wan hwe obi amuso obi ahwe yo.
Enti eno kura beboa. Eno kura beboa ama obi aye discipline. Eno bua obi aye discipline. Ana attitude na change. Say na no me ba ha na me ka say ye call high school junction ye ka covid ho asem. Nose mask obi share nose mask. Ohun ya na ofatare na no. Ye dane ye ni amitwa me ni a wayi afri na no. So enti ye ho ni nyina no o se ye hwe se discipline ye suban no ya sesa anase ye be sesa free mu ansa kura na ye tu ho na mo akọ demand accountability free o man panyifo anase panyifo a ye de dwumadie bi ahye won nsa na kakra meka asoso no
covid ni nose mask asma kan ya Anopa na mekan Ghana Health Service for this say cases ne ba form active cases in ba form Adia so you say vaccine so ya mafo awo dia stadium one cost out. Cost say nose mask. And I enter my directive Imranza.
And nose mask and they say bamboo nsem. Enti we dey mesre say obi a nkoso na onhye. Obi a nkoso na onhye. Until say we are seeing nyina ye nyina be gi atemu say mpenso ayare na doing there. Or say obi a yin nose mask. But for now, bibia emai directive will be free baby and my say will be in nose mask into mesre so be an koso no nhye na oni hyehyeye na igu akwan mu no no fa mbo no ankasa na busu an ho ban.
All right, finally ma yenhwe a dry report what can be yes mo di wom party ho asem
me be ya na me say newspaper review no omoka but me nya time and read it through
NTK o de what
me be ya na me say nti ba ya na mo ka na me say na pa na me say no joy news na omo can be but it was a flash flash
okay nti mo
so what details na the be my idea
me need details no
okay
but I'm say report no is out will be able to me anya bia kan say civic education or say mokoye no ho se na be a nipa be tinsim bia so sometimes no in a bit to hold let leaders account for their stewardship in the account na yetime wi no kwan bi so a ya na nye papa na san de wo how no normal say na e de ebre yenti no say nyina ti ase the processes so say fam he say yabo MC din na onne aban nya adwea na won pene so a dey no say ukose japade
debi
na ukose na say wachina bi ne zapeni ni babet na office wo nya adwuma dey no de be ye adwuma no in terms of we need education finally dey na be ka che ahwefo a ye hwe wo shase mame na we NTK so
medase ne aye kanyina ne say obia pese oman yi ekwaнаnim na oman yi kan kro no enhye da nya ade a efiri ba bi fufuro bi na ebeba eyeye ni a na ebeye ehu adwuma na ye hu adwuma no esese ye nyina ye gitum se me wo chefa wonso wo chefa eni kwan se ye yi ye hu free niema eboa ma oman tumpon ye yi ye hu free mu na ye tenetene ye nsa wo nkrofo so mpanifo se wotene wo nsa ba ahwehwe obi so a na ne aka ni nyina na point kirewo acha se ebisa se na wonso enti ye mmɔ ye ho moden se ye nyina ebesiesie ye ho se ye bebu akonta ye hunu se dwumedie bi edi ahye ye nsa bia no ye still worship ye de ama ye se ye nhwe so ya ye wo nipa bi anasa nkrofo bi se ye ma wo mu hu se adwuma ye de hye ye nsa ne yatimi aye na ya ye ni yie amfa ka ma o man no mu ede mpuntuo mom ene de aba eye ne saa wankasa as an individual no wani je na eye nhira nso ede ma esese Ghana kwananim esese Ghana tumpon ejina ye so yen pepe ya ye de bebo ye bra impo ya sori mu ye bro no so ye nwuma mu ni o mamu ni nyina eni si ye dodge taxi chia wen chia obede no wa hu se se me chia me taxi nte se me kwa bi eda me hwe se aban aye ho adwuma anasa assembly no aye ho adwuma wo dodge eba ne sa emmoa oman no kankro nti yefsre NCC esre se ye nyina yemmoa na yensom na yempagya Ghana nsi ho enam ya kuntabuo papa ye bebu e de akere nipa ewo man
you want to Constance that say NTK also ofutu ade man there
me kan say unse oman be ye ya na enye nipa baako menewo ye nyina oman nyina na ye de ya ho den ba betimi abo oman amana ye nti dwumade bia ye de ahye obi ansa no onhwe se obeye no aye ni je na ye de nsusu aso papa abre oman no ena biom se ye hwe se be ama oman no aye ye no so no ye sa ncheke ye attitude ene ye ni ye ena biom o se ye sa ye discipline e wo dwumade bia de ahye obi ansa se ye sa anwoma we nyina na ebeboa ama oman no atumpon nti dem so be beka ho
right ebeda masipi Nathaniel Chinebo Akodua NTK municipal director ewo Asokwa sanso ena Mame Constance Amankwa director wo Swami municipality na mishamo say mobile na sure say sene musi cheche no man ni so no nyina de be adwuma na Ghana etimi akonkan ti sombi ye nchechire Ghana ozafo ye try ho aba na yeba enkomo pina na yewo ede mamo na mekawo wadwenchire nyina no obetimi de afa your WhatsApp line 020 about the screen so na Facebook nso betimi drop a message so ewo ho look for Garden City TV yeba sisi
mega defunamo lo scroll up medan du de bo chetanyen du kodo atina wolo mejibe na chinamo yemenya wolo. Tell me the reason I should stay. Is it the fact that you're alone? Why do you pick my pride and then crush it on the floor? Is it the fact that I'm in love? Or I just open up my door for you to come in and crush me on the floor? Okay, oni neta mile ocha mi adule time no smoni okay oni neta mile in your eyes I feel right at home. That's the feeling I haven't felt with no one else. Why don't you take me and free me? Tell me you'll be right here. Give me one reason to hold You are my angel that's been sent right from heaven down to earth. In your eyes I see my future and my dreams. I cannot be without you, so we just got to let it work. If I lose you,
Yo, yama abusafo nyina akwa babio eba Anopa Bosuo so Garden City TV na Jumedin su trago Facebook live channel so mama like us na face and share page na mayen and share link na mayen na no pay so menu anom wa hasa meboy na yedi Ghana enkomo Joshua Kwame Fuga a member of NDC communication team Ashanti. Joshua Kwaba
yeah
nempum to say
ejana daroma bibia boko
Nyame ase
de bia na meka se wotim komu ya mojeji fusani de ebisa so ho ye na se sebi ebiano kra eniwa de obetimi aka se ho ye because se wo nkwa na wade and I don't take that for granted at all.
Okay. Yo ye nyame ase se ho ye Archibald Ntriakwa and so a member of MPP communication team mini akwaba
Mejo so mini akwame.
Tonzo mpumie.
Ambasaya do mandaroma ene eja abam papa. Wo hihye ne ma papa. Edi gumma omanfo a omoye omanfo papa. Enti by far no yidi se nyame nkwa na me hoye Ghana fo bebre na hoye na do dan kwakufo ado aban no egu so tutu ne ma se de be ya ho se pe no ebetimi akonanim as a people, and I think that is what the MPP represents as a party.
I can't do so my buying more penny for the castle crown.
Oh, oh, they said,
I'm more jagum 2 years. I can't still. Could transfer most money could travel.
Also, could channel say money could travel. Obianka so kucha hospital be anyone who jagung, but I think said that is not topic for today.
That's right.
I'll just let it go.
Hey, Obianfreo.
I dey come here obisa me kwama nka ho okasa me edi o kama nka
me imagine say me resist issue no.
Pacho, but also we are want to be resist.
Na ma condemn me.
Actually no Pacho Obianfreo ye face we are.
Okay.
Let's look at
all the member make one answer.
Major issues are trending what we must say. MMBC is about is your confirmation in the rejection air cost of the day. Takrade case so there trend there. I will see it to me ADHTRC Ejira committee in some of the reports about one thing. 10 recommendations and on the Abba. Mame Shasi in free Osumania.
Yes, sir.
Yan Shasi in free Ejira.
Okay.
Hona kaka ekuwia ekofa sensempi ba ya demonstrations are military ni police for ecois omokobo enoma hoban ya nipa ehwe omonkwa no bibia aba yenhwe the work of the committee and recommendations of the abana between am lasting peace aba eyana ejra
kwame meda asibio na masa echia wahwefo amohwe penny di penny oba santima mundia Garden City TV and then Garden City Radio. It's an say open news papa dia and then some pana here and say ushe and I say uti. And before I start, let me say a big me nkasa yuko to the very good people of Ejura. And nanom the Gomba chiefs no abusuafo ene mebu no mamu nyina ayuko say mabo modern na monya botre na asomdwe aba. Coming, I was very worried about the situation na me saw me bompa say report in beba no ma enko insight obia na enko shebufu asefufu bio. It was a big prayer na me because you see when you come out with such reports it brings a lot of revelations. Obeka say recommendation we many abusuan many committee ni nyadwen enya sa na assemblity o masesa no ni niam ntina me pa ya me bo an say e be publish report no e dey asomdwe ene nkoso e be call or minuanom no mabusuafo a ewo Ejura. And I think by far that is what is happening. And I will say thank you to them, thank you to the chiefs and the people of Ejura, thank you to the committee, and thank you to government. Say, I think it's quite recently there were calls say on my reporting number out abayaneti on my reporting number. But Kwame, so all your recommendations now they are very very far reaching, and that tells me say Ghana has your own penny for. Yeah, the Juma show must someone almost share a year in ye, almost the no a year be. I don't want to go into regards to quite fast, so I mean you because Utia there are some issues. Share the beginning of the incident. Yet say and the committee also says something different, and as they believe said the cause of death was something different. I wouldn't want to go into that matter because they see the actual name as a people, as a Republican. They say asumdwe na ashasie wo Ejura no enkoso antena ho. share recommendations in Libya already the government has taken steps in implementing most of them. Share, for instance, say MC now or hono mfi abema onimbeya drain said that has been done already. I feel so you see man and can race of course he's not part of the race. But the minister said the various recommendations are committee na ye i.e. some compensations I say tuama abusuana omodehye na free mun na two families no afei nuan mu prior compensations are committee no I recommend no mesra ban say omu expedite process no na omu go so na omu make sure say the families and the respective people have received those compensations so that peace can prevail. Again, they've also given some recommendations a bit to create a lasting peace, and that is important. I don't want the situation say Adibia Bana Finebe reacting. But if you take proactive steps like the establishment of a sports complex B to channel the energies of the youth in the area, say bibi say anywhere nipa no betimanya baby exhibit na exuberance na youthfulness bibi say ba na ahoden aba mpatwati ase but obi o team bi ma your friend is uncle Jamontin Kwe did say ebi ekobobo and ekoyese. And I think said those recommendations are fantastic. Ministry now we are responsible no more fast ade no enya adwuma no more establish a sports complex bi ho na say near those who are into sports administration say football ne athletics no more moving ko ho no more commission so the youth of the area again. And then in the nyamia say Garden City there, you're unpredictable, and now you be casas in Mwakofa NCU education. As part of the recommendations, these state institutions who are actually but what you say,
NCC,
yes. So morning call phone committee, fancy kuma phone in casa about their civic responsibilities. But what you say, any near be a oyetime munia or SOTS the fact that BBC and yes offer the law into your own hands, but it's all reported to the appropriate quarters. The fact that BBC has munia but all these things are the duties of the NCC as motivated phone a casa no motiasi again. Almost I make some recommendations as far as our security agencies are concerned. I think those ones are also fantastic. The fact that there's some need for retraining, say, for crowd control, for route control, and other things. Astra for no, a policy for any other security agencies. They call training on bills. They are new and modern trends. Near what you say. And they said, Buga, they said, in the 90s, no, and one you go so and then near Massa. Matters are bit mabua and as a refresher courses be a bit mabua one and just say be a okoba could be na 5 years 6 years unko but every year biano you say almost yes adena committee recommending and so for refresher courses na ebeboa I feel so mestre ade abai yen amanyofo ye betna ha ye hwe kasa yi there's no need to say things to as it were please one side of the people as against the other side because they be America me say tuaunu yan ho beka sento but ento wa akama me sento wada san say ade so betra no wanka ni na okan ya na sebe obi anti ase no koye bibia obeka say bia ejurafo na enya o baby asade no na onua bi ekwadura so koya de na oye na bi akoto no enti mesere yen so a ye politics so ye man sa issue we need discussion. Let's be very very circumspect in the way we do our discussions and presentations so the be ya yen koma asem no ensa ankosi baby a ehu no na asundwe na aba
recommendations in adwuma wi na wani age ho
papa
ti uhwe mu yipa maybe uti uhwe follow the committee sittings and the keka
yes
Osha then I also can be a better reports no recommendation no am answer to you the way expecting one about.
I think that the committee was very exhaustive in terms of the recommendations on mama. They are very
recommendation one day I say beginning now as a media no I am from so but I didn't hear so far the I haven't read the full report on okay. But recommendation so far me who be about the media.
Okay.
The role of you be the betimi ayaboa.
Okay. So that is also another good side of our review. For media, I was looking at the situation at the Jura proper. And someone dealing with it in its whole entirety. But yes, you also have a point because the media also had a role to play. So they all kind of I think that the recommendation shouldn't go for just the family at the Jura because of course, if you come as security agencies, if you come buying the MCE, the police, and the rest, I think that if they had factored it into it, but it's a 55-page report.
Yeah.
These are just a segment of the report. I believe that discussion definitely will be featured in that report. Said okay, just some tidbits now. But going forward, I think it's no government can also, as part of white people be released and as part of its discussions going forward, can also put in that. And if there's the need to organize some training for the media in terms of such issues on its reportage, but what I say, its reportage, I think it's also be as a republic.
All right, thank you very much. Fuga,
Yeah.
Brema, the next 7 minutes.
Sure. Mame Ndika and Chel, Mame Chia, my regional chairman. Menchia NDC Funina, and Ghana Nibia Wajibra or share Garden City Television. When you say me contested for Deputy Regional Secretary. Into over the weekend, na mekofa Amansia West. Na wo share galamsey ya omoje wo. Sometimes it is very sad. I was surprised to see it with my own eyes. Na Ashanti Regional Chairman want to meet almost say in the site wo at the same nsuo sebi wo pa no kra na se obi ese nsuo ni mo badwen say milu ena ni papa na sama ma me fa wo fidie so na me entu obi biara for say galamsey na ye fight ni akwa ze crocodile don ukonkra se na eyade a ekoso aye nsuo ni de bia eni adan ehun etoso mienu NDC MPs wo health committee so Omamba Ashanti Regional tour some of these abandoned hospitals yenyanum MPP for and Nadodango Kufuado, the president of the Republic of Ghana almost umwewie enti na was omo ba behwe se asema omo ka na no kra na enra omo ko afari na afari no omo ko no. It is very sad and very shameful. Say, MPs, member of parliament, Ghana for na ya to abomo mo so omo ko parliament no mo ko shemra emai na omo toto enyoma yi no mo make sure say aban na dwuma wo din odi abo Ghana mai na se sebi omo tumpasa so omo ko akohwa. The videos are going viral. You heard military people telling them say they should not allow them to enter a public facility. Now I'll use this opportunity mefa kwenyesu they are condemning the actions of the president of the Republic of Ghana through the military because onena oda omunina ye best omo makwan na ye MPs for ni enye djuma ye ni na mpuntu djuma na ya na ye pese Ghana ko nanim. And let's have 500.
Did they follow due process? Say, your margins on the core facilities. No?
Yes.
Follow the due process. And I say, no one say, yes, sorry,
no, so what's a due process? I was a due process.
Due process, they say,
what would say? So, as a journalist, what do you have to do? You will just go to the facility and you guys will throw beer.
You just go there and you start forming.
You go there because
now some beer no 24 the leader our now business.
And to leader no Sebi ene ntokwa na de call. Edwuma na de call. Mpuntu dwuma nsem na de call. Enti openyima ba wo na oda aha no. Me pese me behwe senior edwuma. O si de bi mi ma me nwem. Enti due process na o kan menti ase. And now say mi ankasa me ba o. And now say mi ankasa me to car. Eko Buanka Ilamport. Me ko kese FM. Enti na me ne MPP ni di echi na say na Nadodango Kufuado de opemso e picture mfoni ko bo wo se oba be wie project no. Asoko mo fa mo fom. Mint na fidie so ntwantro. Ye MPP ni tina became the host Philip etina became any call. Ye call no. We didn't follow any process. We just went there. Ye hu mpeni for no so yen call rounds. Ye call no. Hwe call so say
osi mu hu mpeni for.
Ye hu security men no mo.
And now most of mo call rounds.
And
no alarm.
Yes, and alarm. So in this case, why is the military?
No. So you follow the process.
No, the process is that you
follow the process.
You get to the premises. When you get to the premises,
you follow the process.
The process is getting to the premises. The process is getting to the I didn't. I want to problem. I didn't also my main
ask that question.
I don't know some yebisa. I don't know some yebisa. Because me call Buankan instead of Buankan unim. You see, chipping somebody big who was somebody baba. Now the koya number such chippings in the field. You will not believe it. But I did see it. It's your best. Mumma yenum bino. Let us give us freeway. Ni intimi embo idumade maga sebi enye abane tofu ogumi kamu. Mia na mde mikai eto petro gumu na me koye. Enye o mane na me sumu no. Eno ntini mo me enjoy sad na ye. Eti mi de my faith die so na ma condemn the actions of the military. Mo yetia ye MPs, honorable member of parliament. Mo free enkan eba na on the issue of Edra committee report now about it's too early days for us to conclude say there's not going to be any reaction. Reports then ran name says circulations nearby and I mean about 51 or 50 page report. Now recommendations no more no. It was about 10 recommendations. And they be an enemy cassette. Sasemba na say the main thrust of the matter no ye be pra ashe mpasse a it will go and come back to come and bite us. I didn't na make us the kofa sans ensem we nyina e ba ye say eye MC ano ho ani din e be mu say sebi e ma no ama aban emfa no biom he should be sacked as the MC. Ono oni nipakura oni ni contesting as MPP parliamentary candidate primaries enya frakadam kakra ena one guy be a friend kaka ono there it is believed say or joining woman now contesting the current MC they know your MC at that time And this guy was going around telling Ghanaians, he said, "Enyema eko so eye edrado ye pempuntu djuma." Enu ntino muma ye intono no asedi obeye ne say okọ ebia public toilet facility a no wakwa okotwa o se hwe the way wo hwe we ya eye no wa sensitize the public ni ehu ade eko so edwaman na nyankopon fa ne kra ensie yi se Ghana ni bia timi ye ade a kaka eye ya begidi say no politician will come and sit on air and tell you that I'll build 111 hospitals in 12 months and 18 months because you say so wanya ye the phone abe for phone si abe ye be call ye be try ye be go to social media and the kaka yes anyomo ina no the MC na the din eba recommendation ni mo no say yempam no ne hu nkofo ena it is alleged say omkokun kaka no na enye wanwa say report ye kan wan say ni no kaka din be recommendations e course ni na 10 recommendations no kaka din ambe obeka ya na no eye kaka ebusuafo eko chief imam wo say obesre o mo say at the end of the day no chief imam no intervene na omboa na enkofo mu kun omo enua no omo de hye no emrane nindi. You see these recommendations crocodile the job recommendations MC amosi yenyinedi ono kwan also onko bio okose okwa contest for okwa for vet he will withdraw from the race. Inter committee sa recommendation be
until minimum nanka always particular recommendations ben.
Oh that but the recommendations you see the entire report has been discredited because of it does not involve Kake's death.
Now,
in
a committee's work, you know, you have more terms of reference.
Good.
In terms of reference,
in terms of reference,
you say, investigating the causes, the reasons.
So the mistake,
wasn't part of the mistake
actually,
and you know it.
So the mistake actually even started from the terms of reference.
A mistake already. That case, CID criminal one, omo handle police for no year, omo chichi suspect.
Meba. Yes. Recommendation number the Oka said some policeman has to be sacked for his incompetence. No, or say number 2, recommendation number 2. Or say the immediate transfer of the district police commander of Ejura
for his incompetence.
DSP Philip Kojo Hammond for his incompetence. What is incompetence?
In handling the situation. Situation that happened that day now. Good.
Good.
And also for the fact that his relationship with the community seems to have been damaged beyond
repair. Fantastic. And he said, who making some recommendations where? Since when did a transfer become a punitive measure? Say may transfer way free one district to the another. They say the police need to be the money. The worst case scenario is that they will transfer me to another place.
No, Pacho will say for his incompetence.
What is the incompetence?
Incompetence in handling the case and also his relationship with the police.
When you say incompetent in handling the case, it is it is just too broad. In handling what case? Did his incompetence lead to the death of these 3 people that we are talking about? It is an incompetence led to that. Shouldn't he not be fired? Was he transfer? No. And then America just said all these recommendations, no, it is there to whitewash the criminality aspect of the whole thing. No. Because MC now see and transfer, no, and I say you also see any no. And then what was his role? And it is sometimes you better videos and I say we stick ourselves to the report alone without going into the merits of what actually caused the whole, pandemonium in Adriana. Now, Minya, yeah, dada. Look.
A report almost stated say near a ma we cover by in a kakao. Obaka.
Fantastic.
Kakao won a ma we in a shasia a buyer. Then 2. The man no sa a CBO and tray no see the choir. A see no demonstration as if only see no. A crime of fast control the military for no.
As a okay.
And the aspect of say when you cook kakane they will woo and also different body handle.
Which body now?
The police.
Many one must say district police commander or what say you transfer no. It is it's one on no investigate this side. They are going to make the case stupid. A foolish case. I'm telling you.
Case I national
case be yentia na omoko ye
police for na handle
no what's the now say your mama thank you to no oko or anyway or hini na call on president say omo set up committee into the killings of these people at Churchman South and then me no can say yeah too bibi because they know say it has a political undertone. They will not do it. Look, now those governments have seen these treacherous lifestyles from the military and the police more than any other government ever seen in this Fourth Republic. Tell me one committee at time of time setting up say it to trust him and nutini ye ko kan wasem and I say impo kwa John Dramani Mahama onko awa ban so hwesi wa ya so wezu ogo and impo kwa do beka say Liberia ensiwa wo Flagstaff House police penny wo ho ye buru no wo ho ensiwa wo yesako ayawa so ye call 2020 elections hwenwoma say wo ho enutini wo hwe Nanado as a president of the Republic of Ghana, his governance has been characterized with this violence, impunity, disrespectful attitude from these military people. And then the DBA can say, we are whitewashing their dealings. One day, it will come and bite us. I don't think the recommendations there. I don't see anything so serious apart from almost say they should expand the police office now. Almost more expanded infrastructure in terms of security. No, they should expand. I think that one too is very good. That is point number 3, expansion of the Idra police station.
Okay.
And an increase in what personnel. Let us say a police for na sebi omo Idra ono. Yemfa dodo anya den enka ho. Removal of Idra Sechedumasi municipal chief and all
right. So your main concern here Kaka Wuna committee.
Maybe the main concern.
But it is not part of their text.
But I was say number 8 no.
If my
Number 8 no.
My heard that story.
Number 8 the National Commission for Civic Education and Anopa Bosuo.
Yeah.
Mo ase na wo so bi so omo ahu omo say omo nyanye dey. Omo nya hu.
Ade ne yo, ade abanura na so obi so hu. Ade ne so yo.
Me can they connected to me nya Achibada say mo kan ne say so far no response if you aba na kire say omo agi report na to. If people from NCC have not even seen a reporter, it is early days yet. What do I say? It is early days. In the end, I can even tell you, say, maybe I'm a quatinasi very well. Now, say, we do reports on the HRA. Maybe there are certain recommendations. Rebecca said they are very good. But I thought that Senior Kaka and Sensemne ABC, the committee, the terms of reference, should have included the cause of the death.
You must say, we to send a exams room near more question. Now they were Shiana Arma. Now, person will set to our question now answer.
Now was a teaching.
Now
was a teaching.
Question. Terms of reference, then can be. When him say,
when him say teaching, I say, question as a tell for that.
Actually, let's look at other issues. Yeah, MMBC is confirm more rejected binom. And Professor Vladimir Chidan so our can a draft committee who reached him. See, I don't corner when you 2 tests as castrate away my Oman Sam Farmer MLB. Actually, let's look at
thank you. Now, before I come to that, let me address some few issues now many are not areas, which of course will say an question when you was found wanted, and then you walk to Confanochi Teaching Hospital. Mumium theatre na mention, Mumium pharmacy na mention, Adayam Juma Abem. Such people, only to me to be Biabetu and only Biabeshima, they are cause a quay whom be said. So you follow the due process. They are higher they are the national mossa. You just don't walk to KNUSC and say because it's a state institution. Mumium Kramna measure name, vice chancellor be your office number. We don't do things like that. You see, it's because of their disrespect for state institutions. That is how such a young person can come and sit here and run the whole police down. Say, Kufado by a domo here to trust him. That is how a young person like Sabi Jeffy can say, the terms of the police administration, bosses and workers, is coterminous with the political leadership. And by the time Kufado, they are sacking all of them. We talk as if you say, state institutions and politicians there. How do you do that? And that's the same thing that my brother is doing. Look, after a military hospital, you start here with Kufo. You know, it's Betwaso, you were Mahama Betwaso, you were Kufado. The last time that we checked, we said, Yankasi are completed. It's around 75% completed. Yes, 90. 90 crore. So when you go there and a hospital are about 90% completed, necessarily there are some rules and procedures of them. And not just go there because no, we don't do things like that. Again, what kind of Buankwa? Let me put it on record. Say, the Buankwa Inland City project is not the government of Ghana contract. It is being built by South Korea for. So please, Mpacho. What I'm saying is, it is not funded by a government of Ghana. And what I say, you raise taxes in this Ghana money. It is not Yesika and Yedisi. The Republic of South Korea and we building the whole thing from scratch. So you cannot come and blame Akufo-Addo for, as it were, say on Pompe Sikan no on Shebi. I believe say every contract ever signing the song was starting somewhere in November 2020. There are conditions as Musha Sia Mumiti and Sana Otima Katisod, IFN condition precedent. Again, There are some conditions, be some way conditions subsequent. I believe say it is still in the process. And in due course, the structure will be erected. Yeah. I think it's quite recently, my colleague back who got on radio so. And go for nothing, and baby unit, Moshe BB, I say, come there and see. My dream say, because you sit down here, as I say, such a blog. So if there are some geological works, I say, in terms of pipes, BSC layer, once you've not seen the structure being erected, you think that nothing is being done. But you next time, a juma. A biojuma now say project yes such for instance, in terms of finance, huge, a lot of things has to go underground to make sure say the site is fully and totally prepared before you see say structure be erected. So please, the fact that you've gone to Buankra and you have not seen something physically going on does not mean that the work is not going on. There are timelines, I believe, somebody might. Let's look at the timeline. Let's follow the timeline. In due course, we all will see the development within the inner city. Kwame, when him said, me have been part of a committee, be a coordinator within for the box what they want to do with Bonkran, they say, you perceive to say an industrial hub. If it be greater Kumasi city project. So the bay say you could two box site rails the various port either set Takrade and answer Tema. No more abajo. If you could two box site they are thinking say as part of the name of the commercial refinery ho. Na two box are normal refining. So refining to alumina na feed them with a good train normal transport a call a friend either say Takrade and I say again so more I intend some build some plants there. Supply electricity to the refinery. It's a whole project. They also intend to build a smelter. Alumina aluminium. Bauxite na firma refining into alumina. Near smelting into what we call the aluminium. Now the various companies use aluminium products. Say car manufacturing, other other companies use animal. No more they are so Usha, they are thinking of a whole upstream mining business. Now, for downstream businesses, and also use the product of bauxite and aluminium. I'm hoping, say, it may go through all these processes. It will be like an industrial hub. But what I say, bauxite, you're refining to alumina, you're refining to aluminium. Companies be use aluminium, the enhancing iron, TV, cars, and any man so be no more use the product on the arrangement. That is the aim of this company. And I believe say in due course, Yamia Domna Sasani should come into play. Asantima and Ganama will benefit from this project. But and now my topic be about the MMCs and CSA dealing with it. Kwame, let's put it on record. Say, as we have it in our constitution, the President of the Republic has the sole mandate to, as it were, nominate an MMCE for the various assemblies. Even when we had the mandate, when we're in opposition, we promised, but even when we had the mandate and the authority to do the nominations, we said no, let's try and see, say, bit for crime, so bit to refine this and mano. And I say, bit to reform this and mano. Near first 2 minutes, Emma Timber 4. We had wanted to do voting for these MMDCs, and so we started the process. And I knew MMDC for LED campaign. Hey, say, and I didn't go ye. As a party, some of us felt aggrieved. Said no. Yeah, me wa bem. Your whole quantity appoint here. I didn't think a buy no sari 2 minutes commatim for say yanto so about. It's your go for the big sorry here. But you see, Adie bia wo adwen say adie we na wo ya ade papa no regardless of what your party is saying you will still want to go through the process and the president started and kosi BBC here afi edi to me no
your truncated processes because obi 88
Kwame, we started with the processes and NDC for joining some civil society organizations exchanging the whole narrative a man ibe say district wo ye nto aba wo assemblies wo ye nya the politics wo ana MPP for eba ba ye the politics enti omo the political party colors eba district wo enti omo the ba MY because already the national political discourse is already polarized. It is a decide about district now ba ye party same mama you want to be they change the narrative and a talk Ghana for yes but you see and so Kwame uko district via assembly via ekohwe omo the various assemblies akwame frankly emu dey na politicians na you are aware most of these friends assemblymen uko areas are purely and I say predominantly MPP. Most of these assemblymen are constituency people. Uko baby so are predominantly NDC. Most of these assemblymen are predominantly NDC people. And see, already this thing is already being done within the various assemblies and Pachuati I say. So what we wanted to do is say, and can you see our point will be for instance came the right of the people to decide who should become the KMA boss. But as it stands now, and as we are going forward with it, the president has the right to do the nominations, and then the assembly members say, "Oh, better swab." Already, Matisi are confirming be Kakrabin sooner you are rejected. That is the process that we have to deal with now. But Mestre, Ira Vladimir Chidan, so a group, they are not looking at the fact that the president is also looking at somebody between Juma CP. We are also not looking at just competence alone, but we are also looking at a person very resonating with the people within the area. In your situations, we are MMDC is only Bohabon say, I am for some panel, almost as a silver for the same panel, as you for some panel, as you for some panel. All these factors has to be considered in its whole entirety before you decide on the person. And it's just not competence. Of course, competence is very significant, and that is the first thing that as a government, as a party, we consider before nominating anybody. But we're also looking at the other dynamics. But what I say, so the beya nipa na ode ne kono obi a timemfo no begina tum no my adwuma. Eno ntinu asodie ni gina assembly members no so. Mesremo. So the na yera radamentry that so kan. E ma yen kwaje bomma die bi ne yen kase yempewe na yen hwe nipa timemfo na kasa eye crowd so mo ne be adwuma. Before we did the nomination, there were a lot of agitations already within the various constituencies and the various districts. But what I say, and the president also adding names number afi the process of kickstart. It mesre at the various assemblymen. Enya fe na ye ko demand bibi. Enya fe na ye ko ye twema mentwe. Ye nhwe nipa na ode naba no. Okan point bi a me gidi se me ne adwen 100% say the various assembly members no. The position ye dem is a delegated position. The various electoral area no. And you say kujina ho but what I say it will kwa ukojina wa anya wunti na ukojina ho it is say ukwaji bibisho obotum na ukwa reject candidate bi and now ukwaji bibisho obotum na ukwa approve candidate bi. You are not doing what is expected of you as a delegated person for the electoral area. It means they should do some engagement with the electorate na a warm electoral area no monji omadwen no monkoto aba no na the progress are timemufo no hwehwe no intimi enhyase ma won
enti ekobane sa na se consultation we nyina akoso na still ye koto na nipa na enya 2 tesa woni Vladimir be ya adwen se ampa pa na ye mpano enti no miensa mfa ne mabio na because osa de ne basa na ye sure se ebi kura no ma bi be koso ansana ye begina to my side na.
Well, I mean, the irony is while you've been following some of these discussions as a prominent media person, only say sometimes it may reject to be just because we're here. It's not because he's not competent, Joshua. It's not because he can't do the job, but because we're here. Yeah, well, we've been in a political space. It is only tried the bedroom to make what to abase. We can say, "Oh, one chair, unyabi." But what? Ampa so. I believe it's about competence. So obi kojina when to me I'm rejecting. I think so when just about a little over 30%. Then let's not go 100%. But what I say in that year can I said assembly members name mujina ho for the development of your various electoral areas. Say benye mubuto muntina ya to moso aba sem nkojina. Mo ba no kan nema bebre kire say mo bebo ama margin ponto aba electoral area ho. And now ba prayer ye kwan ebinum so mo gates. A lot of things na the various electoral areas no ehia.
No na ehia.
Yes, it is all corner say wo de no koye sika 120 marriage no. I'm telling you the people sometimes are rejected purely because when
tia. And no crowd dem say when tia now reject na eye yen reject no.
So
I will be anxious. That we didn't also be here. The Bible is not a woman bunja, but I didn't chase it.
Yes, I think so. You have a point there.
Fuga. Many I have Vladimir. I agree. Sir, one president, I nominate you almost say or more representing no, at the local level. No. So when to me that of the assembly members vote now, it should be withdrawn. The anti-workers and they say it's to help cure corruption. That's the base of what he says, so that we can get the true representation of the people. Now, to be honest with you, Oman Penin and Adudango Fado would delay for 9 months. Now I was thinking, sir, why yet broader consultation? I thought that no ne ahifofo one nkofo bi eye broader consultation. Senebeya, whoever is nominated by the president, will be accepted by the people. Other than that, what was the main reason for this needless delay? Because 9 months after being voted into power, now say what to me check for this time. Now say there's a general rejection by majority of the people. Now say there's something wrong. When my brother Archibald was talking about say the election of the MMDCs, NDC as a political party has never been against the election of the MMDCs. Yene motenasi and amoka say election of MMDCs mo pese ye de call parliament na the referendum, so we should explain it to Ghanaians. And at a point we started, I was a communicator, ye ba air na ye shall say to go say ye call your referendum, no, we should sensitize our people to join. A change ebe so mo the way I say we should politicize assembly elections too. I want to see there be say me over me assembly area nana ya redu ye assemblyman ho minim say nana ya redu MPP ni but over ho NDC phone edwuma power paint NDC phone e dey etuma no. But the moment you attach a political color to nana ya redu no, me catch him for some because I did the MPP better on a say. To say the MPP because face it is what I say. You see, so we are against the politicization of this assembly elections because and this debate me akonanaya radio. And when you come to Ainsan Estate, it is evident to everybody MPP NDC you're calling chain. They be a meeting need now put to Jume Koso Ainsan Estate. Who's a Bank of Ghana for more data center Ainsan Estate. It is part of the corporate social responsibility. Omo my 1.5 kilometer road. Ewo estate wo. Omo shase. Na
me be say ebe kwa kobo angaga cross. Fantastic. And na me be say about the moment me ama me fair man say ebe
bia odi say na na read that MPP ne tan no aka be kwa ko jam me nko.
Abasa also nim so MPP ni.
We know that he's an MPP sympathizer, but he's not standing on the ticket of MPP.
Na ni ha no abeyi ni ho ano.
No. Na Oko radio chiam me so me ba radio am chiam because puntu juma ne ye pen wo.
Oko radio.
Oko radio
for MPP.
No, Oko radio for Ainsan State community development issues.
Okay.
Yeah. But most of Taiko want to meet my thinking. What you are saying. But the point that the moment you attach a political party to assembly elections, Archibald, it will destroy some relationships. Look, sometimes make me be radio, TV, Sunni, Akasa, Bibia, kama. But at the end of the day, we are catch up. At the end of the day, the political party come. Ever say?
The job message, never kind message. But they can message. In Shaba Anelka, Ashama constituency, starting the day with the third day woman. Also starting today, the third D woman is an NDC member.
Wow.
You got me like the third D woman is an NDC member. She faked her kidnap like the way NDC faked 2020 election victory without any patience. Special greetings to Honorable Alhaji Labran Yakubu Bari, in Shraba Anelka. Under the message nearby. No one should appeal for forgiveness against the fake pregnant woman. We should allow the court system to work so that it will be used as a scapegoat to deter others from repeating the same tardy part 1 and 2 movie. In Shraba Yedwasipi, and beautiful message Adam Anopa. Down below, Brimso Appeal-Sika, the MMDC's rejection by the various assemblies tells me that the president didn't do any proper consultation, but perhaps only consulted his Prime Minister Gabi. Everything about this government is a sign of a failed government. Regards to Dr. Nanama Brown Kluche. Musa Abatwa Kumase. Everybody who is concerned about Ejak killings will be disappointed by the committee's report. It appears that the committee were not interested in who were responsible for the killings and those unprofessional military that were deployed on that day. If I may ask, does the report recommend any punishment for those who perpetrated that unacceptable act? It doesn't make sense to me that the report doesn't sanction Ashanti Regional Minister who admitted to have sent military for that operations. Musa Batwa. Positive change, Medina. When the hardships become unbearable and the citizenry had to cry for 2 square meals a day, while the political leaders drives in V8 and lives in splashy buildings, then it means these leaders have become power drunk and o message no they cannot memfa entwa so in Shraba nti o de no Iben Kwabinya this commission report dear if Kaka's death wasn't related to the said issues of the DCE, why recommending compensation for the family of the victims? Also, why not removal of the regional minister who ordered the shootings? Regards to Nim Pacho, regional minister never ordered any shooting. Michelle, regional minister, no one orders him to shoot, or no commander on the ground. Another also afraid security for no said near Cosun Tomoko Hena as as to say how obey your operations need the non master orders no. And see, these are some of the messages, Abba. Yes, sorry, 24. So let me give you 1 minute now. Young concluding on the Takrade issue. I mean, someone follow the Adruno. I mean, chance influence.
Coming for Takrade, no, of course, most of the issues have come out now. And see who the truth of the matter. But measure.
What's the truth?
Like basically, a lot of it. Of course, a court into. Most of them will also come up, but
because of court also on your guilt.
Yes, but you see, let me put it on record, sir. The regional minister or the police never said, "Say, the woman is not pregnant." As a health worker, I listened to the statement because I was worried when I heard that the regional minister is saying and the police are saying that she's never pregnant. But later on, the regional minister only gave a report, said. The BNI 4 report on their brand from the hospitals the medical personnel there are saying that the woman is not pregnant. But what I say, it is different from some other trans. Kwame, you sit here as a Kwame in the car say, Ebiana GBC na dey adena small say beka. But what I say, and see Ghana frontier says the regional minister never says a woman is pregnant or not. The police never says it. The police and the regional minister quoted the medical officers at the Fia Quanta Azim government hospitals. Say, after thorough examination by people or more the requisite knowledge in pregnancy issues, almost say, woman and you're pregnant. And I think said that is where the crux of the matter is. So BB obtained say regional minister and they can't say this is the news as it is. But going forward, I think say, you careful kakra, timamufu. Adi akoba ye eko pedia ankofo ebufu bebere. But what I say, in this if eventually it turns out say indeed you confess before your mother and the medical officer say na wonim na bibi na yes wa haye nyina. Enti ade bia ye asimemfo na ya very careful kakra because ade akoba ye ananke unkofo wo hokoye so me demonstration na fe omu ko destroy public properties maybe a police for na military for so react here e bia nanke won sem a wo ko udi no ako create sebe
cases of fake pregnancy.
It happens a lot. It happens a lot. I have sat on radio and I've said sometimes utiminya gynecological problem am of utimi bloating fibroid and yes ubako test no we na indeed only fetus eda we but what is it but bia na wo kwa wadwen be ye say onim otu be na doctor say there be a problem koni niti uko oba for instance your oncology uko fibroid miti bi kwa na say bia cancer bi na yeden huhuru ada wo ye ma na fe o matimi aso ano enti pregnancy it's a clinical matter. It's only a doctor debate ma catch us on the fact that you have a bloated stomach walking in the neighborhood doesn't mean you are pregnant.
Okay, me da CP. Fuga. 30 seconds. Remember na so
the woman no. Me sure say come na na ede no. And na only go for be share. And na omo ye say omo kidnap no because ohwa omo say this is despite claims by the police that she confessed to faking her kidnapping and pregnancy. And for whoever they were calling, no demanding ransom from no, to see the weight of the matter. No, 9 months. Until the police added it to their report, said the woman was pregnant. Ni na ye system of hardship across Ghana. Say, is he go for be? Is he a plan that he go for fast with the pesca? It would obi so the fake pregnancy, any kidnapping no, Jessica. Face come demand 1,000 cedis. Each of them cost 3,000 cedis. Such a peanut. It won't make there to be honest because it doesn't make sense.
3,000. The Bible says original Mr. or say or mark 3,000, and I know my 5,000.
3,000. On part to the police. Say we say sometime ba obey say bia am I ready some betia. And nya start.
I say 3,000 cedis on much man.
Is ya much say na ma.
I want nye bibia. We nye bibia na no munim say be kwa ko du. Sam pempen so no. Enti me dey if there's any punitive measure but at the end of the day
papa me koni misa dey by nko fo ni bi e kan ya edidi regional minister media fo bi.
Good morning my brother, my hometown assemblyman is MPP man, but we are voting for him. We are by Alidu Alasa or Chima to say or different party, but because assembly near non-partisan.
Oh yeah.
That's the any message out there. I now see Fuga of NDC or Pre Deputy Regional Secretary.
Thank you.
A position, you know. So why he
deserves it.
I think new year na portfolio.
One guy be your friend in Jokone.
Okay.
But because Kwame Zoo was very vibrant, people.
Yo, that's Martinez. Archibald Intrakwa. I mean, sure, also ban of pay. Yeah, the show no ACRC. Yeah, that OBBRC. Wow, we number now. So happy baby in advance. I mean, sure. What's now? I mean, I do my 29th September edition. Until then, no. Meeting the camera base for the family. What channel?